Tommy Thomasson is the co-founder and president and CEO of Daily Access Corporation, as well as the founder and the president of InterServe LLC, and he also serves as chairman of the Council of Independent 401k Record Keepers.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, Ranking Member McKeon, and the members of the committee. My name is Tommy Thomasson. I'm the CEO of Daily Access Corporation in Mobile, Alabama. My firm is a leading provider of retirement plan services to small businesses throughout the country. I currently serve as the chair of the Council of Independent 401k Record Keepers, or KICKR. The members of KICKR provide services for over 70,000 retirement plans covering 3 million participants with approximately $130 billion in retirement assets. KICKR is a subsidiary of the American Society of Pension Professionals and Actuaries, which has thousands of members nationwide. As independent service providers, we support and actively practice full fee disclosure. I want to thank Chairman Miller for his leadership in shining the light on 401k fees. We believe this bill will help American workers increase their retirement savings. The 401k plan industry delivers investments and services to plan sponsors and their participants using two primary business models, commonly known as bundled and unbundled. Generally, bundled providers are large financial services companies whose primary business is selling investments. They bundle their proprietary investment products with affiliate-provided plan services into a package that is sold to plan sponsors. By contrast, unbundled or independent providers are primarily in the business of offering retirement plan services. They will couple such services with a universe of unaffiliated, non-proprietary investment alternatives. The business model of the provider determines the approach to selling and charging for plan services, although the scope of plan services under either model is relatively the same. Plan fiduciaries must follow prudent practices and procedures when they are evaluating service providers and investment options. This prudent evaluation should include an apples-to-apples comparison of services provided and the costs associated with those services. The only way to determine whether a fee for a service is reasonable is to compare it to a competitor's fee for that service. It is important to recognize that employees are totally dependent upon the employer's decision-making process and have to manage their retirement assets based upon the plan that's been chosen for them. If the fees are unnecessarily high, the worker will ultimately pay the price. That is why the disclosure made to plan fiduciaries is so critically important. The Department of Labor has proposed rules that would require enhanced disclosures on unbundled or independent service providers while exempting the bundled providers from doing so. While we applaud the DOL's interest in addressing fee disclosure, we do not believe that any exemption for a specific business model is in the best interest of plan sponsors and their participants. Without uniform fee disclosure, fiduciaries will have to choose between a single price business model and a fully disclosed business model that will not permit them to appropriately evaluate competing provider services and fees. Knowing only the total cost will not allow fiduciaries, particularly less sophisticated small business owners, to evaluate whether certain plan services are sensible and reasonably priced. In addition, if a reasonable breakdown of fees is not disclosed initially and over time, fiduciaries will not be able to evaluate costs for services as participant account balances grow. Take a $1 million plan serviced by a bundled provider that is only required to disclose a total fee of 125 basis points or $12,500. If that plan grows to $2 million in assets, the fee doubles to $25,000, although the level of plan services and the costs of providing such services has generally remained the same. The bundled providers want an exemption while demanding that unbundled providers be forced to adhere to disclosure rules and regulations. Simply put, they want to be able to tell plan sponsors that they can offer retirement plan services for free, while independents are required to disclose the fees for the same services. Of course, there is no free lunch, and there are no free services provided in the 401k market. In reality, the costs of these free plan services are being shifted to participants, in many cases without their knowledge. The uniform disclosure of fees is the only way that fiduciaries can effectively evaluate the retirement plan they will offer to their workers. To show it can be done, attached to my written testimony is a sample of how a uniform plan fiduciary disclosure would look. By breaking down plan fees into only three simple categories: investment management, record keeping and administration, and selling costs and advisory fees, we believe plan fiduciaries will have the information they need to satisfy their ERISA duties. The retirement system in our country is the best in the world, and competition has fostered innovations in investments and service delivery. However, the spirit of Chairman Miller's bill recognizes that important changes are needed to ensure that the retirement system in America remains robust and effective into the future. By enabling fair competition and supporting plan fiduciaries through uniformity of disclosure of fees and services, American workers will have a better chance at building retirement assets and living the American dream. Thank you, and I welcome your questions.